corner. Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Singletary to get the drive started. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Here's Powell on the return.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Cam Akers, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 13-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise the Super Bowl. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
You'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
To throw is Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Singletary again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, Allen. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, a quick throw, going to be caught by Diggs. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
On the return, the Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get... Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Man open, here is Crowder. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen going to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st down at Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. But still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Bills.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Throwing on first down is Allen. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Touchdown, Rams! And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He found his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw it. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Back to throw, Stafford. Firing quickly, but It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. He's got the first down and more. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run here with Akers. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. This one caught by Crowder. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On first down, Allen. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
56.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. Singletary here running out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll go again here with Akers. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That, before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start the season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you.